What's cracking, traders? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon GO Battle League content. Today's video, we got some battles in the Master League sent in from Professor Broke, who is trying to take the Hunters and turn them into the Hunted. If you're going after Crown forms, Professor Broke is coming after you, and he's doing it with this Ho-Oh in the lead with Solar Beam. Dude, there better be some Solar Booms in this video. If there's not at least 2 or 3, I'm gonna end it immediately, and we're not even gonna upload the video. So if you're seeing this video, that means that there were multiple Solar Beams landed, and you better strap in and get ready. We're gonna be running a double Dragon Comp in the back with Kyurem White having a fire type charge move to be able to hit back against Crown forms if it finds any, and Palkia Origin, one of the, if not the best Pokemon in the Master League, extremely flexible with the water dragon coverage, and just very, very powerful in general. And let's get into these games, dude. I'm gonna keep talking if I don't start. Let's go. Getting into this first game, we got a Dialga Altered in the lead. Ho-Oh has a very nice time here, being able to get to the Sacred Fire just 1 turn before the opponent can land a Draco Meteor. If the opponent throws before they get to the Sacred Fire, and Professor Broke knows it, it's just an Iron Head. Opponent going for that little damage. Sacred Fire going off. Are they gonna? They have to shield this, right? They have to. They shield it, and in comes the Kyurem. While this is a very interesting swap in, it makes sense because Kyurem can just farm down the opponent's Dialga, shield once to get that shield parity back, and then the opponent's going to bring in Lugia, which was newly buffed this season, getting access to Fly, bringing it right back to meta dominance, and I'm honestly happy to see it. Now, this Lugia is at 3,600 combat power. Reminder, these are battles in the rank 17 elo, which apparently, even though I'm also still rank 17, I guess all the people with the maxed legendaries are probably, they have their elo now. But anyway, hey, look, not everybody. I'm one of those people that is in rank 17, and I will bring a competent. Oh, bro, it's coming. Oh no, don't you dare knock out this Ho-Oh, bro. Groudon, stop it. Yes. Oh, lives on 1 HP. Trainers, I'm ready. I have the button. It's ready to go. Let's go. Solar Boom going off. Boom. Oh, yes. Oh. I'm not doing the transition. We're just going to get into the action. Dragonite in the next game. Not a great lead for this team. Opponent is on Dragon Tail, which is a slightly longer move. 3 turns than Dragon Breath, which is 1 turn, but it does slightly, ever so slightly more damage over those 3 turns. Going for the swap into the Kyurem and the Ice Fangs, or obliterating the Dragonite. The opponent cannot react quick enough, or couldn't get to that charge move. Xerneas comes in, and yes, Xerneas is a fairy, but a loaded Kyurem is a force to be reckoned with. I don't care what typing you are. This thing's gonna cause you pain. Fusion Flare gets the shield, and Professor Broke firing off another one, not wanting to go for the Ice Burn here. Fusion Flare gets the other shield, and this is just an incredibly good place to be in. The opponent shields twice. They Moonblast. Bye-bye Kyurem, but 2 shields, and the Ho-Oh resists all of Xerneas' moves unless they are running Thunder, which is very unlikely, generally speaking. The opponent tried to catch a Brave Bird, trainers. Oh! Boom! Bro, this Ho-Oh is a literal flying nuke. Moonblast doesn't matter. Going for the Sacred Fire to put the nail in the coffin of this poor deer. Xerneas, I'm sorry. You didn't deserve that abuse. I'll get it if I can get to it. I mean, I love my transition, but sometimes I just can't. I'll get to it if I can. Opponent safe swaps Zygarde and gets absolutely punished by Kyurem with Ice Fang, doing double super effective damage, not being afraid of the crunch. The damage is not going to matter. Fully farming down the Zygarde, only getting to 1 move. Fully. Oh my god. They brought in a Ho-Oh, and this Ice Burn is about to wreck the Ho-Oh. They have to shield. They don't shield. Defense goes down. Opponent doesn't get to the farm down. At least it's Fusion Flare. Oh no, Kyurem, it's dirty. Stop it, you fiend. That's not even fair, bro. Palkia comes in and the opponent, they don't have anything to, oh no, bro. They just said, no, I'm done. Good game. Oh man. Oh man. Not a great lead though in the next game. Rhyperior here. Well, actually, wait a minute now. Solar Beam might have something to say about that. Looking to make a catch on the Palkia. The opponent, however, quick on their feet. And they bring in a Dragon Tail Kyurem Black, which is going to just absolutely dismantle this Palkia. The opponent, however, will have to give up a shield. That Spatial Rend would have cleanly knocked out the Kyurem and then some. But Dragon Tail, all that energy, this is a tough one. What do you do? Ho-Oh comes in and gets one turn bring in, which means they don't get the Incinerate. They could have got a full free Incinerate for that, man. This game is so broken. I wish they'd fix it. Just make it consistent. Either always give us one turn bring in or don't, but pick one. And please pick the option that doesn't give us one turn bring in, because people can abuse the one turn bring in by throwing right away like that. Wait a minute. Rhyperior came back in. This is a Solar Beam. Boom, bro! Boom! Oh, I'm loving life today. I'm loving life today. I came here for one thing only, and that was watching Ho-Oh Solar Beam these poor individuals into the Shadow Realm. Opponent fires off a charge move. Ho-Oh, it's within range of a Brave Bird, but we don't have Brave Bird. It backfires. Solar Beam backfires. By the way, trainers don't run Solar Beam unless you're memeing or have the ability to do something with that coverage. Oh no. Kyogre in the next game. The Purple Whale, the shiny Kyogre. Purple Kyogre. Shout out to one of our community goats, Purple Kyogre, by the way. Swapping into the Kyurem, the opponent brings in Ho-Oh, and this is not a winning matchup in this situation. The opponent only wins this matchup, I believe, in the zeros on even energy, and if the Kyurem is like missing an IV in defense or HP. It's a very IV dependent, situation dependent win. But with shields, nah-uh. Kyurem is just gonna go all the way in. Shield twice, farm all the way down, flip switch, and you immediately put Palkia on the Kyogre, which is just an absolute game-winning play in and of itself. Going for the free, or the Ice Burn. I get it mixed up. Free Shock, Ice Burn. I know which one goes on which. I can never remember for the life of me which one is which. In my head, I know what they are. The opponent wants to shield for that Surf, but guess what, buddy? You drop your shield and something even worse on the horizon. Ho-Oh. Boom! And we get a screenshot, and it's a Metagross in the back, and this game is beyond over, dude. Now, unfortunately, this Meteor Mash is going to get the knockout, but Palkia should be able to get to an Aqua Tail here and do enough damage, but we come in with the Kyurem to try and get an ice fang in. I don't know, but we're definitely going to be able to get the Aqua Tail in here to do enough damage to knock out this Metagross. This will be a good game, well played. Can every game have a Solar Beam? Oh, we got a Florges. What a lead. What a lead. And the opponent is staying in. They are not swapping out. The opponent core broken by Ho-Oh. Something you cannot afford to do in this meta. They're going for a charge move. They full send that Moonblast. Moonblast gets the attack drop, and the Ho-Oh is definitely not in shambles. And maxes out on energy before throwing the Sacred Fire. The opponent staying in here. Do they shield too? They shielded too? Oh, opponent goes for a charge move. Moonblast could be coming out, but it is a Moonblast, thank goodness. You know, if it were me, they would have baited, guaranteed. Going for the Ice Burn, looking to get rid of this Rhyperior or force the final shield, which has been a game-winning formula so far, enabling Ho-Oh to land those Solar Beams on unsuspecting victims. Kyurem looking to let this go. Perhaps Professor Broke knows it's just a breaking swipe. I wasn't keeping track, but I'm pretty sure that was only 4 Mud Slaps. Opponent going for a move now, and Kyurem can let this go. This is a solid farm down for Ho-Oh if it chooses to use it. Instead, it comes to Palkia, probably the safer option because Palkia's energy is just generally more useful. Opponent has a Florges coming in, and unfortunately, Aqua Tail just one turn too late. Florges going for the charge move. They go for the Trailblaze. Trainer, grow up. We'll send that Moonblast. Aqua Tail takes out Florges, and the opponent has in the back a Gyarados. Mr. Gary wasn't going to get to the charge move that mattered, and that's going to be a good game because they would have gotten to that spatial run. Well played. Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Staying in for an Incinerate. Hold on a minute. This is actually really smart. Opponent going to be going for the charge move. Aqua Tail here. Going to do quite a bit of damage. Palkia is going to go for it. An immediate switch. And I'm going to pause this real quick because I want to explain something. This is very smart by Professor Broke. we can never swap in Palkia here just straight away, right? Even myself, I would be tempted to just swap Palkia in and try to make something happen. But the reason why this is a smart play is because if you bring in your own Palkia behind on energy or HP, the opponent can simply just commit shields, farm your Palkia all the way down, and there's nothing on this team that can deal with energy like that. So it's very smart to use those Incinerates to create a slight difference in HP, and then swap in Palkia to be able to say, at least I have the HP difference if the opponent doesn't swap out. It forces them to get out of this matchup. It's a very smart play, at least from my perspective. So, and you can see it's working. The opponent's staying in, looking to go for a charge move. Professor Broke could just shield once and look to go for a farm down. Opponent full sending that spatial run, bringing in Rhyperior, but they're down on so much energy, and 2 Aqua Tails will be easily reached by the Palkia. Opponent gonna let this go. And Palkia is looking to fire off another one immediately. I would have gone for a couple of Dragon Breaths in there, just to take that Mud Slap maybe. Doesn't really matter in the end, I don't think, but the opponent is gonna be able to bring in a Black Kyurem, and this is kind of dangerous. Not gonna lie. The opponent has a bunch of Shadow Claws they just stored. It's probably close to at least a Fusion Bolt at this point, but they're gonna go for a few more, trying to get more energy. They have 2 shields to hide behind. This is a very good spot for the opponent to be in. However, instantly, we swap into the Kyurem, getting after that first shield, letting the first move. No, we shield up the Freeze Shock. That's a fantastic shield by Professor Broke, but the opponent can get to another move. Is it going to be enough to KO the Kyurem? If it is, it's over. No, it's not enough. And in comes the Palkia, but the opponent's Palkia's Dragon Breaths are doing enough damage to get rid of this poor little Kyurem. 1 Ice Fang reached. Can Ho-Oh farm down with 1 Incinerate? Yes, it can. Can it get to the move? Can it farm down Kyurem? Going for it. Palkia. No, Palkia's nowhere to be found. What am I talking about? Palkia. Ho-Oh gets the farm down and that 1 HP. And a dream. Shout out to Zionic, our other goat, who has, unfortunately, moved on to greener pastures. Good for him, man. Opponent has a bad lead for them in the next game, a Psycho Cut Necrozma Dusk Mane, and this Ho-Oh is just going to town on this energy, gets a full 100 energy off those 5 Incinerates and swaps into the Kyurem to catch a move. The opponent, however, coming in with a Groudon. This Kyurem has Ice Fang Trainer. Groudon is not a response. And Fire Punch also not going to cut it in this matchup. They're going to be able to go for another Fire Punch, going for the Ice Burn. In this case, because Ground does not resist Fusion Flare, you could have gone for the Fusion Flare here to save on some energy, but going for it just in case, I respect it. But unfortunately, we find ourselves in a very similar situation to last game, where that Kyurem comes in and gets a lot of energy. Palkia could come in here and do something with it. Unfortunately, going for the extra Incinerate when we're at 100 energy doesn't really help too much. The opponent going to be able to go for a Fusion Bolt, get the shield, and then swap in to the Necrozma and catch this move. But unfortunately, the opponent, not knowing that there's a Palkia in the back, they're about to catch these hands instead. Opponent going for the move. I think you just, no. He shields, wants this damage, wants this move. I would have saved the shield for Palkia, because at this HP range, I'm pretty sure Palkia can just 1 shield farm down the opponent here, but they're going to be going for it. I don't know. Can they 1-shot? They're not getting the 2 moves. Palkia can hang on, perhaps. Freeze Shock almost gets the KO, but not quite enough, and that's going to be a good game. Well played. Oh, I haven't seen a single crown form in this video yet, and I'm kind of surprised. Not going to lie. But Dragon Tail Kyurem in the next game. And immediately swapping into the Kyurem, hoping to catch what could be a Fusion Bolt. Wasn't successful. The opponent does go for the Fusion Bolt, but Kyurem is unfortunately looking to get farmed down by this opponent's Kyurem. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so bad. Oh, no. What do? We bring in Ho-Oh and pray. That's what we do. The opponent needs to go for more. They need to go for 1 and then the move. But Ho-Oh's going to be able to get here. Do the opponent want a shield? Yes, they do. But in order to get the shield back or get this charge move off, unfortunately, they're getting themselves in some pretty risky territory. Fusion Bolt, going to get the shield. The opponent brings in Zygarde. No. Oh, I haven't seen one of these. Well, man, I think Zygarde's really fallen from grace in this meta. My goodness. Spatial Run goes unshielded. The opponent not getting to a charge move that matters. And man, Necrozma Dusk Mane in the back. But Ho-Oh might just be too low. Can we go for the Aqua Tail? Waiting to get to 2 of them before letting them loose. Aqua Tail looking to do a little bit of chip damage. Unfortunately, Professor Broke cannot swap out yet. Dusk Mane is going to get the farm down on the Palkia. And if they have it, if they can get... No! If he can get one more Incinerate, get that moving. Go for the Sacred Fire. The opponent's Necrozma, however, wins charge attack priority. Is this the Dark Pulse? It is. Ho-Oh goes down. Just barely. Good game. Well played. So close. I thought he had it. I forgot that Ho-Oh loses cap to this thing. And here he is again! This time on the lead, though. Ho-Oh looking to get revenge on that Lion. Opponent goes for the Rhyperior swap in, and Kyurem is swiftly here to answer it. Opponent not even building up to the Rock Wrecker. If you are the Rhyperior in this situation, always at least build up to the Rock Wrecker, because Kyurem can comfortably live one Breaking Swipe every time. I know that it's tempting to go for the Breaking Swipe, but at least get to the energy that you would need to throw a Rock Wrecker, and then just throw the Breaking Swipe. At least that way you're going to get a shield, right? And you'll still get a shield from the Kyurem anyway, but it's more reliable, right, to get that shield. Now, going for a Freeze... No, Ice Burn. I'm still mixing them up, man. I'm thinking Freeze Burn and Ice Shock. That's for some reason, that's the brain. That's what the brain has given me. That's what the brain has given me. Now, opponent's Palkia going for a charge move. Calling this Aqua Tail. It's a Spatial Red. No, they didn't. They shielded. Okay. I didn't see the shield come up. But doesn't matter. Opponent's Dusk Mane is not going to be able to do just about anything in this matchup. Unfortunately, Sacred Fire going to get the final shield. Opponent does not get the debuff. But at this point, this Ho-Oh might just be able to farm down. Dark Pulse, not going to quite cut it. Will need 2 plus the Shadow Claws. Now I'm not so sure. I thought we had this one. I'm not so sure now. Ho-Oh go for the Sacred Fire. The opponent's Palkia is going to get to the Aqua Tail. They do decide to throw, which actually might win the game for Professor Broke here. Aqua Tail taking out Ho-Oh. And in comes Palkia looking to go with the Spatial Red, and they get it! Oh no, the opponent thinking there was a Brave Bird coming, but there was not. We're on Solar Beam, we're gonna take him out the Spatial Ren. Boom! Boom! Beautiful. Uh-oh! I guess Ho-Oh. Kentucky Fried Bird. I'm shouting out everybody, dude. Jamie Finn's another GOAT in this community. I'm shouting him out too. God bless them all. Our content creators are amazing. Going for the shield, the opponent going for the Brave Bird because it was on 3. Going for the Sacred Fire now because we don't have it. What a Solar Beam. Oh, just for the memes, dude. Oh, that would have been great. Opponent is going to be going for another charge move here into the Kyurem. They let themselves get very low. That Sacred Fire looking to get the debuff. The opponent also gets the debuff. Oh, no. In comes Mewtwo going for the Fusion Flare, looking to try and fish a shield. The opponent might have to respect it. Anyway, they do not. He could have gone for the... Oh, he could have gone for the Ice Burn. I almost called it Freeze Burn again, man. I can't. I gotta get it. I gotta, like, have him in front of me on, like, flashcards or something. Side Strike. Oh, what HP. Kyurem holding on for dear life because it loves its trainer. Fusion Flare is going to get the knockout here. Opponent's coming back in with that Ho-Oh. And oh no. Palkia is going to get this farm down. If the opponent has an answer to Palkia, they might be okay. They have a Kyogre in the back! Palkia! You menace to society! Kick that stupid RPS whale to the curb! Kyogre's bad, trainers. Don't play it. Yes, Kyogre has somewhat positive play into the crown forms. And can beat Ho-Oh. Does beat Ho-Oh. But it's never worth it. Blizzard not even going to be able to do enough, and Professor Broke comes in with the Ho-Oh to get the farm down. Wait, that was it? That's it? We're over? It's done? Oh, man. Those are some good games. Thank you, Professor Broke, for sending in the games. Trainers, if you'd like to send in battles of your own to the channel for Shoutcasting, we have a link to a Google form in the pinned comment and description. I'm surprised I went one whole take without screwing that one up. That one always gets me in the beginning when I say it. I don't know why. But anyway, thank you as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed the solar booms as much as I did. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.